What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Half-Assed Garage. Today we've got some mail. So the good folks over at Super Clean, they said they saw some of my videos and they said all my stuff looks like garbage, just junk, greasy, nasty crap, and that they would, be remiss if they did not send me out some degreaser to try to help my crappy junk look just a little bit better. They didn't say any of that, but they did send me out some stuff. For this truck, especially, is what I want to try it out on. If you remember the video that I did where I had the truck picked up with the tractor bucket and I was power washing all underneath of it. Let's get the power washer out and start hosing it down. Well, that was to try to get rid of this weird grime that I've seen on a lot of southern trucks. It's like a combination of like grease, oil, whatever else fluid, and sand, and that red clay or whatever type of clay from wherever, you know what I mean? It's just crazy stuff. So I couldn't get it off with any of the cleaners that I tried. So anyway, super anxious to try this. Everybody was telling me I need to get some because that's what's going to work on my truck. Wheel cleaner. Oh, that one leaked a little bit in transit, but no problem. So anyways, super anxious to try this out. So we're going to try it out on the D150. Anyway, yeah, we're going to try it out on the D150, so let's go. I've heard that this stuff is basically the magic sauce, you know what I mean? Like the grease assassin. What is this one? Yeah, all right. Now this is the degreaser. I read through the stuff and it says not to spray it on aluminum directly without testing it out first. I got aluminum heads and intake, and I'm sure the Holly is aluminum. So anyways, what I did was I bought some of this the other day. And they didn't send me that. I had bought it on my own, and I mixed a little bit of it up in here. We're going to save the can of spray for the undercarriage. We're going to save it for all of that junk there. And hopefully we can get that to be a little bit more cleaned up. I've got to change the ball joints and stuff, so I'd like to get it a little bit cleaner. Anyway, we're going to save the spray for that because it says it hugs vertical surfaces, and we're just going to use some of this. Now this has got some Dawn dish soap in it right now, so we're going to have to get through that. I'm going to spray this thing down, and hopefully it doesn't peel my stickers off. Probably will. Anyways, let me spray this thing and get back to you when we power wash it, see how it does. Alright, so I sprayed it down. That's like a 50-50 mix, basically. It kind of tingles on your hands some. I probably should have worn something. It's already kind of coming down, so it's working good. Yeah, nice. So it's starting to kind of dry up a little bit. Now, one of the things it says is don't let it dry. So we're gonna hit it with the power washer now. So the story with this truck is I originally bought it just for the body, so I could put my 440 and that A833 4-speed in it. So I bought it basically for the body, and some kids, I guess it's the previous owner's kids or whatever, beat this thing in a field and blew the rear end out of it and blew up the 360 that was in it. So they just threw in a 318 and a trans and got it up to me, and that's what you saw when I took it out and gave it to Jay and all that. So all that stuff under the hood is southern crap and oil and everything from when they blew the engine out of it. So, it is kind of what it is. Right now, basically, no grease, no grime, no nothing. It's perfectly clean. My finger is actually, it's cleaning my finger. Yeah, that's funny. So anyway, yeah, this is some rust underneath there. Looks good. No oil, no grime, no nothing. It's friggin' great. So yeah, came out pretty good. Check it out. So You know, these are dirty marks from my fingers when I was showing you, but it's nice and clean. There's no more oil or anything on it, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Managed to keep my engine mostly clean. You can see how much crap there was on there, but other than that, yeah, all of the grease and crap is all gone, so it's nice and dry. So now we're going to try under here. See how we can do with this stuff. Okay. Let's let this stuff sit for a little bit. You can already see it's breaking it down. That's awesome. I'll let it sit for like 5 minutes. I got it on my oil pan. I don't think I got anywhere else. But yeah, we'll let it sit for a little bit and come back to it. This stuff is insane. Whatever this stuff is, it's almost like concrete. In fact, I wouldn't even be surprised if it was. I wouldn't be shocked at all if that truck had went through some concrete at some time, because I've hit some of that stuff with a chisel and a hammer. Like, it's nuts. So whatever, it did a really good job compared to a lot of the other stuff that I've used. And I'm not saying this stuff because they sent me a hat and all that stuff. Like, I don't know, if I don't believe in something and I don't see good results, then I'll tell you straight up about it. So I am really happy with what I've tried so far, and we'll try the wheel cleaner now. Okay, well, let's sit on there, I think, as long as it's going to need to sit on there. So let's just rinse it off. So we're just going to rinse it off. Yeah, I mean, they're wet, obviously, but looks shinier. That aluminum, pretty shiny. Yeah, you can see it's like oxidized or something. It's just dull looking. So whatever magic sauce they've got in their stuff just cuts through all that grime and makes the shiny aluminum shiny again. Alright, so I gave the truck a little time to dry. I'll show you what we got. Yeah, so it's hard for you to see on camera, and I can't really bend down any further. But yeah, it helped out a lot. It still doesn't look great, but that's not the Super Clean's fault. It's just, this thing is just packed full of junk. The wheels look good, so I'm happy with those. The hood is awesome. Worked out great, so I'm digging that. Alright, so we're going to try the Super Clean on something else, because I don't know if you saw the other video or if I included it, but the 904 in this truck, dead. So second gear is toast in it. It's got some major problems. So rather than do a 904 in this truck, I have that 727 out of the van. I contacted kind of a local hot rod shop near here that does transmissions. They've been around for a long time, and they're going to build the 727 for us. So that's the plan. So the 727 came out of the van. It's a lot like this. It's kind of an unknown. I have no idea if it's good or bad. But rather than go through all the work and effort of putting it in just to find out that second gear is toast just like this one, we'll go ahead and clean it up with the Super Clean. And I dropped the trans off on Monday. So let's get to it. This is the same stuff that's in the big can, or the big jug, I believe. We're just going to go ahead and squirt her on down. Obviously, I can't use this trans dipstick tube. Look at how big it is. It's crazy. But this thing is going to get cleaned up, and hopefully we'll have a nice strong 727 when it comes back. Should be about a week. I have to get a drive shaft made for it. You know, to double it up, I'm gonna just spray some of this on it too. You can see it's kind of seems to be working really good, so I'm just going to hit it with everything because this thing's so gross. I don't really have all day to kind of hang out and pressure wash this thing, so we're going to give it the goods. One of the cool things that you can do with these little squishy foam earplugs is if you need to block off like a port or something like that, you just squish them and stick them in there, and there you go. Blocks it off good. So I went ahead and did that, and this is still pretty wet. It's been on there about 10 minutes. So we're going to hit it with the pressure washer and see how it goes. This is ice cold water out of our well too, so there's that. Well, not too bad overall. You can kind of see in there, kind of sort of what it started out like. It's just caked full of junk, but yeah, overall not too bad. Our water here isn't the best, so try with some old brake clean. Well, brake clean doesn't seem to be taking off anything else. Alright, so here it is. Sun is pretty much, you know, on its way down. So summer's coming to an end. I got it pretty clean. The super clean did a really good job. Pretty happy with it. So definitely good enough for the trans shop and ice cold water. So this thing will be a-okay. Everything is nice. You know, turned out good. So yeah, anyway, it's way cheaper than buying a whole ton of brake clean. Oh my god, is that broke? What the F, dude? Seriously? This blows right here. That's where the starter goes. So hopefully that won't cause a problem, because that's going to break out of there. That sucks. I did get underneath all the stuff, so you know they're gonna hot tank this, like I said, so it'll come back way better than when I send it in, but at least I can pick it up now. So yeah, not too bad overall. 10/10 would recommend. Check it out now that it dried. This is kind of after the fact, because I didn't notice that it was getting lighter. I blew it off with some air, and yeah, it really came around, so pretty cool. So there you go. Thanks a lot for watching the Half-Ass Garage. If you're on Instagram, you can catch me over there at Half-Ass Garage. And other than that, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks a lot, and thanks to Super Clean for sending me the stuff to clean up my crap. Bye.